Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome inside what Ron Rockwood calls the Gymnasiatorium here in Copenhagen between what should be a good matchup between Copenhagen and Beaver River. My name's Connor Lalone. As I mentioned, Ron Rockwood joining me for commentary. Zach Zabriskie keeping the stats. Carter Thazier on the controls, and Cody Wheeler up in the stands on the camera rather. Quick three from Hallie Miller, no good for Copenhagen. And
good offensive board.
Madison Cheek from the free throw line doesn't get it to fall, rebounded by Beaver River, and then a foul whistled underneath.
Good tough play inside early. That's a good rebound. Not a lot of room outside the lines here.
Even less room than Beaver River where we were last night.
Open triple.
Good look from deep. No luck on the three-pointer. It's going to go out of bounds. Beaver River will retain possession. Good look underneath off the
nice
inbounds
pass.
play. Has to find Metzler underneath. And that'll start the scoring tonight. 2-0, an early lead for the Beavers. Cheek dishes off to Jones and then to Miller. Cheek from three.
Wow, that's a long shot.
Off the front of the iron. No good. Rebounded by Beaver River. And taken away. Metzler the other way has the ball.
Ooh, lucky she didn't get called for it. That's got to be a travel.
It sure
looks
like
they're going to let him play.
Watching the JV game, and they did a lot of that too earlier. One right before this. Long two. No good for Stokely. And another rebound. Beaver River dominating on the glass early. Pass jumped and taken the other way. Wow. Sam Stokely in transition all by herself. Like you said, good speed.
Really ran away from the defender. Just went literally right by her.
Copenhagen with the pressure.
The pass
Beaver
here
River
could be an easy deuce. Nice.
He's going to get one.
Good look. Good vision there. Each of them dribbling the ball, had their eyes up instead of down looking at the ball. Ended up with an easy layup.
4-2. Miller. Skip pass. Cheek to long two. Again, no good. And again, Beaver River with the rebound.
Nice save. Good hustle.
Now wide open on the near side before we can close down quickly was Metzler. Into the corner. And the long three. No good for Knight. And Hallie Miller will take it the other way for Copenhagen.
Kind of a staple of the Copenhagen for the last nice three. last several years has been that full court press, which they've used. Beaver River so far has done a pretty good job. Got a little work to do here to get over in 10 seconds.
Ball poked free briefly.
There we go.
They do just barely get over half court. And then a foul whistled on this near side. Sam Stokely will pick up her first. A couple of fouls against Copenhagen already. None against Beaver River with 5 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the first quarter. Three, no good. Rebounded by Stokely. Stokely,
she
stepped out of
on the
bounds.
line. Yep, he caught it. I wasn't sure he was going to see it. Well, she is quick. That was another two if she didn't step on the line. She's very fast. Almost like the pace of the game has been slow and methodical. Makes her look even quicker when she gets the ball and takes off.
Beaver River trailing now by 1, and they'll turn the ball over. Errant pass from Rogie will go out of bounds. Miller carries over half court. Dished off to Stokely. And now Hallie Miller up top. Into the corner for Maddie Cheek. Driving in, taking the mid-range shot, getting it to fall. 7-4.
That's a difficult shot on the baseline. That she made it look easy.
Miller almost jumped the pass, but here comes Beaver River the other way trying to break the press.
Yeah, she took a hop.
Travel. So the press there. Beaver River able to get down over half court, but you can see still just a little uneasy trying to break that press. Cheek steps into a three. Short. And that's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Copenhagen.
Nice crowd in here tonight. There's not a ton of open seats. Granted, it's bleachers only on one side, but still, nice turnout for a local battle.
When we were scheduling games at the beginning of the year, we figured we'd pick a couple of teams that tend to have some history. Stokely in transition again. Beaver River and Copenhagen, traditionally a couple of Class D schools. That one's going to go out of bounds. Beaver River will keep it. I think Beaver River's playing in the C's this season.
Right. Yep.
A couple of schools that play each other a lot year in and year out. Last night in Beaver River for a boys game against Copenhagen, and now tonight in Copenhagen for a girls game on high school basketball, presented by the Bob Johnson Auto Group, Trex Subs, and the Church Street Diner. First time out of the night. We're just over halfway through the first quarter. 9-4 is the score in favor of the hosts, Copenhagen Knights. Chance for both teams to talk things over.
Hit that one long three from the top of the key, and then a couple of quick baskets really been the difference here. Beaver River jumped out 4-2, and then Copenhagen defense has shut them down from there.
Well, you said it too. Noticed early, Copenhagen with that press, something they've become known for and had a lot of success with.
This is going to be a challenge to get across. They've only got 4 seconds, I believe. Oh, nice press break.
Right on cue.
Ooh, could have called that one. Nice shot. Beautiful.
Good mid-range jumper for Emily Knight. And it's back to a three-point game, 9-6. We haven't had quite as many lead changes as we did last night, but it's still been a tight basketball game. Stokely. Mid-range jumper for Miller, no good. Fight for it underneath. It's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Claire Jones.
It's the
Copenhagen.
thing that stands out from last night tonight. There's no huge size advantage inside like we saw last night in the boys' game.
Both teams pretty much even at every position looking at their out there right now. Everybody's about the same height.
Yep.
Last night, obviously, it wasn't the case with Sam Carroll in the game. Steal for Taylor, and then Copenhagen's going to slow things down. Taylor underneath.
Nice
Poked it out to
save.
Jones. Jones with the right
And
hand
a
off
nice
the glass.
offensive move.
That one's going to go out of play. Miller got a hand on it, deflected it out. Well, I mean, looking at this Copenhagen team last year, had the chance to watch them 3 or 4 times, I think, last season. And it was Aubrey Smikla who did all the scoring for him, really.
Yeah, she was a force for sure. Big loss for Coach Gaines to replace, or excuse me, Coach Scott. She was Natalie Gaines.
Miller cutting in with a right hand, doesn't get it to fall.
Nice
Fight for it
rebound.
underneath. Another rebound for Beaver River. They've done really
Trailing.
well on the glass. A lot of contact as Cheek came through from behind, but no call. Jones going the other way. Gets it to Maddie Cheek with the left hand. Off the glass.
That looked like a lot of contact to let that go.
And that one is called, and that'll be the second against Stokely already. Looks like she might come out.
That's got to slow down the things that Coach Scott wants to do here for Copenhagen. I feel like she's the catalyst of their offense. She has been so far.
Well, where I started to go with the Smikla comment is that they've replaced that offense by utilizing a couple of players more. Miller tied up underneath. Sam Stokely's been their leading scorer this season and forced to take a seat early with 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the first quarter. Already picking up a couple of fouls. Likely means we'll see Miller on the ball more often. Here she is. Cheek driving inside with a right-hand floater and short. Missed the rim. It'll go out of bounds.
Yeah, it's Coach Scott's kind of built a program here where it's more of a system. Obviously, last year they had more firepower. Ultimately, you plug in the players that you have in your system, and it works. The press, the methodical offense, they work either the outside shot or somebody cutting to the basket. Whoever's in whatever position, they know what they're supposed to do, and it works. He's built a program of success.
Long three again, no good. And Jones the other way with some speed.
Called the block.
Block. I wasn't sure which it was going to be.
Thought the same thing.
Jones driving in against St. Croix. Block on the floor. First foul against Beaver River. Immediately off the inbound shot from Taylor, no good. And here comes Beaver River the other way trying to break the press. That one's going to go out of play.
Oh, he's good at the green? No. I thought he said it was off green.
Well, I thought it was deflected by Taylor first and then
off of Metzler.
Came off of Metzler. And that's what they spotted as well. Copenhagen going the other way. Good screen from Jones. Pass deflected. Came right back to Hallie Miller. Cheek driving in, getting to the basket. Doesn't get the shot to fall. And then another rebound for Beaver River. And here they come in transition. Good pass.
Nice look.
Saved, but nobody's going to get there in time.
Boy, there's just no room over there.
No room either side, but definitely not on that far side. At least the wall is over there, padded.
Well,
as opposed to the bleachers on this near side.
Into.
Except for exactly right where the divider is there, or was, in the middle of the gym. Cheek.
Nice look inside.
Good look for Miller.
That's a really nice pass.
Shot for Hallie Miller, no good. 13-8 the score. 44 seconds and ticking down in the first quarter. Good ball movement to find the wide open shooter on the right side.
Nice shot.
And that'll fall in. Naomi Rogie with the three. And that's cuts further into the lead. Down to a 2-point game. 25 seconds to go. Miller up top. Going to take the three to try to answer back. And she does.
That's a big shot.
Couple of threes already for Hallie Miller. Right now, that's the difference in the game. 5 points. Good ball movement again from Beaver
Triple.
River. Wide open shooter
Bang.
again.
Knight. We saw her brother last night. This is Emily Knight. Matt was the inside scorer last night for Beaver River, and his sister playing tonight, putting on a good show here. Got a good ball game. Beaver River fought back from an early deficit. We got a 2-point game.
16-14. Those last couple of possessions. Really
Huge.
Crucial for Beaver River, finding the open shooter, making the extra pass. Something their offense didn't do a ton of last night, the boys' team.
Much more ball movement tonight with the girls' team. Everybody touching. Honestly, they've done a decent job breaking the press. They've gotten across half court, and then they've tried that outlet pass up front, and it's just they've lost a few of those. Other than that, done a pretty good job with the press. I think that's where Copenhagen generates a lot of their scoring. So if they can handle that press, they've got the ability to keep this a tight game and maybe have a shot to pull it out in the fourth quarter.
So a 2-point game as we start the second quarter of high school basketball on NBC Watertown's YouTube channel, presented by the Bob Johnson Auto Group and Drex Subs. My name's Connor Lalone. Ron Rockwood joining me for commentary. The rest of our crew, Zach Zabriskie, Carter Thazier, and Cody Wheeler tonight here in Copenhagen, down in Lewis County. Close game as we start the second quarter. Beaver River driving in with a right hand. That was Knight. Couldn't tell if anybody got a hand to her, or if it just couldn't connect with the rim. Either way, Copenhagen the other way with a 2-point lead. Miller to Jones. Back to Miller up top. Looking for Taylor in the post. Now back out to Jones, who drives in. Shot might have been blocked. Offensive rebound, and then a second chance falls in somehow for Mackenzie Lee. (18-14). Beaver River into the post. Rogie driving in, draws the foul on the floor. No shot. It's going to go against.
Last time they had an inbounds play here, they ended up with an easy layup. Let's see if they draw up the same play. Got something else they think will work.
Foul against Taylor's her first. They get the ball inbounds right here on the near side. It's going to go out of play. Beaver River will keep possession. Pass deflected on the inbound, taken away. Cheek had Miller ahead of her. Instead, she's going to draw the foul.
Beaver on the defensive end is just packing into that zone. Either they're going to try to make a triple, or they're going to have a tough time getting to the basket.
Cheek to Miller up top. Jones.
There's the triple.
Tries her luck from deep.
Wow, that's big.
Copenhagen been hot from beyond the arc so far. 21-14. Miller with a couple of threes, and then Jones gets one of her own. Again, Beaver River trying to find the open player. Good ball movement. And a long jumper. No good. Fight for an offensive rebound.
Good rebound.
It was Emily Knight. And now she's going to take the long two. No good, and that one's rebounded by Copenhagen. Lee with the board. Well, good rebound, offensive rebound for Emily Knight. Couldn't get the second chance to go. Cheek in and out. Rebounded by Beaver River. Aubrey Monette with the rebound. And here comes Beaver River the other way. Knight picked up her dribble. Copenhagen with a bit of a zone here, now doubled underneath. Back outside. Long three.
Oh,
in and out.
Looks good.
Looked good from our angle down here, out of bounds on the near side. Looked good from our angle down here on the stage at the end of the gym.
Nasatorium.
I had a feeling.
There's really not even much room to stand and get the ball inbounds.
Three off the inbound play, no good for Metzler. Miller comes away with the board. Miller, screen from Jones. Takes the three off the backboard and no good. Rebounded by Knight.
Really nice job on the glass.
Metzler the other way. Knight couldn't get the shot to go. Cheek comes up with the rebound.
Little local knowledge, Emily Knight and her brother Matt, their grandfather, I believe still holds some records at Beaver River, rebounding and scoring records. Lee Knight, great athlete in his day. Well, it's still his day. pretty good golfer still. So I'm sure they've spent some time out in the driveway with Grandpa learning how to play inside, and it shows.
Clearly, they both
play well inside, know how to use their body well.
Very good in the paint. Matt Knight last night was all over the place on the offensive and defensive glass. Emily's been the same way tonight. Just under 5 minutes to go in quarter number 2. Second from Jones from the line, no good as well. And rebounded by Beaver River. That was Monett. Who will take it away?
That's the pass that's gotten them in trouble. I think that's 4 turnovers off of that same pass tonight.
Trying to break the press.
The way Copenhagen's shooting from beyond the arc, 4 extra possessions is not going to do you any favors.
Cheek too strong. Fight for underneath. Miller comes up with it. And now Miller wide open from the other side.
Wow. Beaver River yet to score here. They were down 16-14 and on an 8-0 run here in the second quarter is Copenhagen.
Long pass. And that one. Hard steal. Copenhagen. They go down the other end of the court. And the ball goes out of play. So Cheek will inbound. Miller thought about the 3. Instead, Cheek in the corner is going to take it, and she buries the 3.
They are making it from everywhere. An onslaught of 3s.
They've had good looks, too.
That's
beyond the arc.
3 threes here in the second quarter.
Another steal for the Knights, and Hallie Miller will come the other way. Beaver River in a bit of a funk right now. Cheek driving in. Offensive foul.
Is that her second? Nope, just first.
First against Cheek. That's the second against Copenhagen here in the second quarter.
Copenhagen, with a couple minutes left in the first, had to take Stokely off the court, and they've actually opened up a wider lead with her on the bench.
Ball movement from Beaver River. Miller.
Somebody's got to help her.
Is going to come up with a steal and draw the foul.
Knight was looking for a little help there, and nobody went to help her out.
No, just didn't really have any options after she picked up her dribble. Nowhere to pass. Not a lot of movement off the ball. Forced to pick up her first foul to prevent a good transition look for Miller, who has the ball now up top. Jones driving in. Jones, dish back out. Miller's going to take another 3. In and out.
Thought they drained another one.
Looked good for a second. And then Cheek came out of nowhere with a steal.
She wastes no time.
Dribbled right in, came right back out. Cheek has it up top, into the post. Turning, spinning, jump ball.
I believe that stays with Copenhagen.
Hard for us to see the possession arrow from where we are, but it will be Copenhagen basketball. Miller off the inbound.
Thought she was going to put that up. This one will go up.
Too strong from Cheek. Fight for it underneath. Over the back's going to be whistled.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Two minutes and 30 seconds to go. Beaver River still hasn't scored here in the second quarter. Miller with another steal. Copenhagen really turning on the pressure defensively, and it's paid off for him. A lot of steals here in the second, and they've opened up a big lead.
13-0 scoring difference in the second quarter. Beaver River yet to put the ball through the hole in the second quarter.
Knight to the near side. 3. Short, missed everything, and it will go out of bounds. No touch from anybody. Auburn on it with the 3. Two minutes and 4 seconds to go in the first half. Copenhagen's done all this scoring without Sam Stokely on the court at all after she picked up her second foul early in the first half and the first quarter. Miller looking down low, too tall, and it'll go out of bounds.
Honestly, if you're Coach Scott, why mess with what's working? I mean, you want one of your top players on the court, but at the same token, if they can sit and you're just extending the lead, keep the hot hands on the court.
Pass into the corner for Knight. Going to take the long two. Knight. And nothing falling for Beaver River here in the second. 29-14. Jones picked up her dribble. Got it out to Madison Cheek. Now Hallie Miller driving in and taken away again. A couple of turnovers for Miller now here in the last couple of possessions. Knight coming the other way for Beaver River. Teller is looking over her shoulder a couple of times, waiting for somebody from Copenhagen to show up. Nobody did. And then Miller going to get whistled for the foul. Reaching in on Metzler. A minute 7 here in the first half.
Good hands
Pass
to
Metzler
pull that
down low.
in.
Really
Get
good
that
grab.
three.
And then a good look to find Knight.
The
who
bank
banks
is
it in.
open. We'll take it. Cut the lead to a dozen. First bucket of the second quarter.
Took him about 7 minutes to score here in the second quarter. It was a 3 off the glass for Knight. Miller. Dished out to Cheek, who drives in. Cheek with the left hand, doesn't get it to fall. Gets her own rebound.
Bounces right back to her.
Fortunate that time. Came right back to her. Miller's shot from mid-range, no good. Fight for it underneath, and it will be tied up. Jump
This
ball.
should be Beaver River ball.
It will. Beaver River will have the ball with the shot clock turned off here right at the end of the first half.
One chance, cut it to 10, maybe 9 with a triple here. I would think they would hold it for the last shot. Run something with under 10 left.
Knight picked up her dribble. And then that one jumped.
Telegraph that.
Cheek the other way. Drew the foul, didn't get the layup to fall. So Cheek will head to the line for 2 shots with 6.4 on the clock. And we'll look to get Copenhagen up over 30 points in the first half. First one falls. Second from Cheek, no good, off to the left. Rebounded by Beaver River. They got to get something up the court quick.
She's very reluctant to dribble.
And then the one-handed heave from half court.
Rough second quarter for the Beavers. They went from 16-14 down to 30-17. Part of that is that defensive intensity, like you mentioned. The other half is just they got hot from the three-point line in that beginning of the quarter and just pulled away. So Beaver River's got their work cut out for them now. Not out of it, certainly, but they got some work to do.
No, without a doubt. It's just been a matter of Copenhagen has shot the ball lights out, especially in that second quarter. Just couldn't really miss from beyond the arc and forced a lot of turnovers. Got the ball in transition, made some easy layups. A couple of free throws for him in the second quarter as well. And that has been the difference here so far. At halftime, the score 30-17 on high school basketball, presented by the Bob Johnson Auto Group, Drex Subs, and the Church Street Diner in Carthage. We're going to take a break for halftime, and we'll be back for the second half of action here down in Lewis County at Copenhagen, home of the Knights.
Back to action here. Start the second half. Copenhagen with the ball. Looks like they got a set play run here.
Stokely back into the game. Kicks it out to Jones in the corner. He's going to go out of play. Cheek got the last touch, I thought. That's what Flynn says on the near side.
Yeah. Good defense to start the half. The Beaver defense has been legit. They just have been unable to stop that three-point shot, and then the turnovers have led to layups. But in the half court, they've done a decent job with their defense.
Yeah, when they get the chance to get set up, they've had a pretty good game plan defensively. Jump ball whistled there.
It should stay with the Beavers.
Knight under the basket, foul, count the bucket.
Nice.
Chance to make it a three-point play.
I think that was Metzler.
It is Metzler at the line. Second foul against Peyton Taylor for the Knights.
Excellent. Cut the lead to 10. See if they can keep working on the defensive end. Maybe they can climb back in here in the third quarter.
It took them about 7 minutes to score their first bucket in the second quarter. Took them about 30 seconds here in the third. Miller looking for Cheek, too tall. It's going to go out of bounds.
It's almost, I know it's only been a couple of possessions, but it's odd that how smoothly the offense ran when Stokely was on the bench. Now you bring her back in, and it's almost like it's disjointed again, which makes no sense. Clearly a quality basketball player. Just for some reason, she came in, and that offense has been out of sync.
Beaver River ball.
That's a dangerous pass.
In the corner. Rogie.
Nice
off.
Look inside.
Really
nice
good
look.
feed from St. Croix to find Metzler underneath.
Nice 5-zip start for the Beavers.
Miller gets the ball back. Top of the arc. Thought about it. That was really deep.
That was a long one.
Driving in. Stokely.
Ooh, that
Step
was a
back.
walk.
She
Yep.
did.
Good defense from the Beaver River girls here to start the third quarter. They can get another bucket here. Copenhagen something to think about.
Well, they've cut it to an 8-point
Nice
game.
look again.
And make it 6.
Boy, they have done a nice job working that offense. Coach Scott's seen enough. Get a timeout. Leads down to 6. They just put up 7 points in under 2 minutes. Took them 7 minutes to put up 2 points in the third.
Big difference.
Kudos to Coach Adams for the halftime adjustments. She's come out and made some nice set plays on the offensive end.
Adjustments have been significant. Getting the ball down low has been the big
Yeah.
change.
Yep, good passing.
Getting the ball inside. You mentioned earlier, neither team with a real size advantage. So far here in the third quarter, Beaver River able to get the ball to the basket and score it with some regularity.
Honestly, and finish. I mean, you see a lot of times, especially in the girls' game. Actually, we saw a lot of it last night in the guys' game. People get to the rim and then they miss those layups. They've taken advantage of the shots they've had. Solid finishing inside. Good fundamentals.
Down to a 6-point game. Copenhagen call timeout. See what they drew up in the huddle.
Nice D.
Don't think they drew up a turnover.
I think they're going to call it. Oh, they call that on St. Croix?
They did. Fight forward the
Could have
loose
gone
ball
either
there
way.
with Cheek. Neither of them really ever had a good handle on it. Taylor to Miller. Looked like maybe a little bit of a hop there.
Yep, picked up her pivot foot, but
Cheek, good pass from Stokely. Cheek gets her own rebound and will drop it in. So Stokely won't get the assist there, but really good feed to find Madison Cheek underneath. 32-24. Knight up top, guarded by Cheek, driving in, floater, no good. Rebounded by Jones. Claire Jones trying to push the tempo a little bit. forced to pick up her dribble, and now it'll slow down a little bit. Stokely finds Cheek, mid-range jumper. Rattles out,
nice
offensive rebound. Jones, and then she's fouled on the shot.
That foul bailed her out. I don't think she realized she was directly under the rim.
Under the basket. Ball hit the bottom of the backboard. But she'll head to the line for 2 shots. First foul against Eliza Metzler. First free throw from Jones. Nothing but net. 33-24. Second rattles out.
Good rebound.
And Metzler with the rebound. Had it taken away, though.
Letting them get away with some physical play on those rebounds. That's 2 in a row. They had the possession and just took a shot to the body, and they didn't call it. Yeah, as long as it's fair on both ends of the court.
35-24. Pass deflected out of bounds by Stokely. Beaver River will keep the ball. Knight to inbound. Knight does get it inbounds. Poke free briefly. Corralled, but then taken away, and here's Maddie Cheek the other way. With the left hand, doesn't get it to fall. Miller couldn't come up with a rebound. Stokely with the steal.
That's got to be a walk.
And then it is a travel. Stokely tried to spin out of the jump ball there, out of the tied up. And in the process of doing so, move that pivot foot. Travel. So Beaver River the other way. Knight. Poked free by Miller. She's going to dive on it. Throws it out to Madison Cheek, and then the pass was really, I think, intended for Jones on the near side. Taylor had a hand on it, and it went out of bounds. So Beaver River will get the ball back. And now they'll take a timeout. Well, they went on a bit of a run to start the third.
They did,
and then
still end up finding themselves down 11. A couple of those turnovers after they'd gotten the rebound. I think that's what Coach Adams is talking to him about now over in the huddle. Heard her say something after that second. When you grab a rebound, hold on to it. Not only are they turning it over, but they're turning it over right under the basket. It's led to 2 easy layups. What should be a 7-point game is now 11 because of 2 turnovers when they secured the rebound. They've really, again, continued to play good half-court defense, but they're turning the ball over right under the basket.
Transition opportunities increasing in number for Copenhagen here in the third quarter. Haven't seen them try their luck from beyond the arc yet here in the third, which is what they did a lot in the first half. Knight. So it's a Hannah Rogie, and then back up top.
Oh.
Anna Rogie had it taken away. They'll keep the ball, though, as Miller got the last touch, trying to steal that one away. Knight gets it inbounds and then gets it right back from Rogie. She's guarded by Jones up top.
Oh, that had to be blocked.
Straight up into the air. Offensive rebound, and then the foul underneath.
Did they call it, or did she step on the line? They did call a foul. Wow. Bailed her out. See if they can get another set play for a layup here.
Second foul against Miller. Inbounds play comes back up top.
Triple. Oh,
in and out.
Was down.
Aubrey Monett I thought that was going to fall in.
Looked good.
3/4 the way down. Cheek might have been a long 2. Doesn't get it to fall. Miller saves it, but it's going to go out of bounds. And Beaver River gets another stop. Last couple possessions for Copenhagen have been unorthodox stops for Beaver River, but they've prevented them from scoring.
Honestly, Copenhagen's put up 5 points in this third quarter. They've all come on turnovers under the basket. A free throw and 2 layups.
Really tough battle for the rebound, and then Cheek got a hand on it to poke it free.
That's a walk.
Passed it to Miller down low. And they've been relatively
quiet with the whistle. They have. It's both ways.
Letting that extra step go, letting some contact go too. Knight Near side for Rogie. And Anna Rogie against
They could have called that
Jones. Miller got it out to Maddie Cheek. Pass down low. Really good feed to find Jones, and then she's going to draw the foul.
And in the end, we're sitting right where we sat at the end of the first half. 13-point game. Each team's put up 7 points. Beaver Rivers did theirs right off the bat, and Copenhagen's fought back to put the lead right back where it was.
First free throw from Jones, good. And the second coming up. Rattles in as well. 39-24. St. Croix the other way for Beaver River. Picked up her dribble at the top of the arc. Harassed by Miller. Ball comes out to Cheek. Maddie Cheek driving in.
Good
through
defense.
the contact.
Good defense by Rogie.
It was. Anna Rogie with the defense on the shot from Madison Cheek, and then
Boy, Jones has spent a lot of time on the line here in the third quarter. Every time I look up, she's standing there waiting to shoot free throws.
a lot of that's been a result of her work on the glass. That one rattles in as well. Make her 4 of 5 from the line in the third. 5 of 6. Timeout. Beaver River. Beaver River had a good run to start the third quarter. They were getting the ball over half court and then getting the ball inside. Since then, they've struggled to maintain possession of the ball, and that's been the reason Copenhagen's opened up the lead again.
Yeah, they've scored 11 straight. Just a different feel than that second quarter. In the second quarter, you could feel it as it banged. They kept knocking those threes down. This last 11-point run here, it's been fighting on the glass, getting layups, and a pile of free throws. Just a different feel, but regardless, they've found a way to take what was cut to a 6-point lead, open it back up now to 17.
So after the timeout, 2 minutes and 25 seconds on the clock in quarter number 3 of high school basketball. Presented by the Bob Johnson Auto Group. You can view their entire inventory at bobjohnsonautogroup.com or give them a call at 315-965-8072. Back underway. St. Croix gets it to Rogie up top. Pass deflected by Miller. Beaver River will control.
Copenhagen gets a hand on so many passes.
Mid-range
Becker.
jumper. In and out. Cheek off a foot. It's going to go out of play. Copenhagen will retain possession. Inbounded to Jones. Stokely back to Jones. Stokely thought about the three. Going to drive in, threw a lot of contact, got it to Cheek, and then she
Nice
looked
steal.
like she traveled. Taken away, Beaver River.
Good look ahead.
Rogie
Rogie
saves it in the
fighting
corner.
hard.
Couldn't get it out. Back up top for St. Croix, and then Sam Stokely in transition. Picks up another 2 points on the layup.
And that is 13 straight for the Lady Golden Knights.
St. Croix doubled. And then pass down low.
That's long.
Taken away by Miller. Allie Miller gets it to Madison Cheek. Hop mid-range shot, too strong. Rebounded by Sam Stokely driving in. Stokely throws it high up off the glass, no good. Gets her own rebound, through a lot of contact, and then letting him play. Jump ball.
Good fight.
Anna Rogie popped right back up. She Hit the court pretty hard there, but she got right back up onto her feet.
I like to see the fight out of the Lady Beavers here. Anna Rogie fighting hard there. Would have been easy to just back away. She's not giving an inch.
That's how both teams have really played defense tonight. Good inbound play by Copenhagen. It's Eisel right underneath. 45-24, under 40 seconds to go, down to about 35 now here in the third quarter. St. Croix down
Good
low.
look to Rogie. Good for her. She earned that this last time down on defense. It's a good look. They've done a nice job. That had about a 6-minute span where they didn't do it, but boy, when they've worked the ball inside, they've had some success.
Underneath, now back out, Miller. Driving against Rogie. They're going to get Anna for the block.
That stopped a 15-0 run from Copenhagen over the last roughly 6 minutes. Really just pulled away.
Fifth foul against Beaver River here in the third quarter, so Miller will head to the line for 2 shots. First one off the front of the iron and then in. And then the second from Miller. No good.
Ooh.
Rebound for Beaver River. Hard fought again.
Girls are fighting hard here. Rogie's going to take it right to the rack.
Couldn't quite save it on the far side.
Boy, it's a moment of a quick decision over there when you're rushing to the wall. You know you can get your hand on it, but if you don't put the brakes on, that wall is not going to give. Oh, nice steal.
Quick steal. Lost the handle. Came back out to Rogie. Fight for underneath. Jones comes up with it. And then the time will run out on the third quarter.
Boy.
Third quarter that had everything.
You look up, I don't know how that turned into a 20-point game. It was 6, 2 minutes in, and just the Copenhagen, they stay with their system. And eventually it works its way through, and they start to score, and they start to get turnovers. I don't believe they made a 3-point shot in the third quarter.
I'm not sure they even attempted one.
I don't believe they did.
Struggling to remember if they had any looks from beyond the arc in the third quarter. They just didn't need them. They created so many opportunities.
Right.
Transition from getting hands on passes and
then those
taking
steals
the ball away
underneath.
Yep. 20-point game as we get ready for the fourth quarter of high school basketball. Presented by the Bob Johnson Auto Group, Drex Subs, and the Church Street Diner. (46-26). Beaver River, seen them, you know they can have success scoring the ball if they can get it down low. Taken away, though, by Copenhagen. That's what they've done so well. Stokely right to the basket. And in transition, another couple of points. 48-26. Stokely got her hands on that one. It's going to go out of play. Knight will come over to inbound. I almost said rebound because she's done a lot of that tonight, too. Up top, Rogie. Poked free by Jones. And Miller the other way. Allie Miller stopped. Jones, skip pass. Stokely, fake the three, driving in. And 3 seconds.
3-second call. You don't see that every day.
I think that's the first time I've seen a 3 seconds called all year. And I'm not convinced it was a bad call, no.
No, you just don't see it called.
St. Croix the other way, poked out of play by Lee. Beaver River will keep the ball. Knight, good inbound to find St. Croix underneath. Shot no good. Fight for it. Stokely comes up with the rebound. Has a couple of players ahead of her. Jones stopped, was cut into the basket, and then slowed up. And
Stokely's got
threw that pass anyway.
She got good handle, even as fast as she's traveling up the court. She's in complete control.
Ellis St. Croix on the ball, guarded by Stokely. Gets the screen. Rogie in the corner, dished up top for Knight. Knight, mid-range jumper. Off the glass, no good. And Stokely's going to come up with it. Stays in bounds. Stokely with speed, getting to the basket. Going to go out of play. Last touch by Sam Stokely. Six and a half minutes to go in the final quarter of action. Ella St. Croix. Pass, jumped by Miller. Can she save it? Yes, kept it in bounds. Ellie Miller. Out to Stokely on the far side. Pass down low. Turning, spinning Lee. And a fight for the rebound comes out to Ella St. Croix. Poked free, no foul. Whistled against Sam Stokely.
Looking here at the lineups. Wish I had more information, but I can see one of the players, Beaver River, is missing, Sophia Shear. One of the more athletic girls on the team, and I don't even see her on the bench. I don't know if there's an injury. Not sure what the story is, but I'm sure Coach Adams is feeling that loss. Good ball player.
Any relation to Jonah?
Yes, sister.
Okay,
yep.
That makes sense.
And they are...
Jonah's a good athlete himself.
Yes, absolutely. Yep.
Jones the other way. Miller. 2 points for Copenhagen. Yeah, looking at the rosters before the game, I wondered.
Yeah, it's very athletic, Sophia. And I don't see her over on the bench area, so I'm not sure if it's an injury. I hope they didn't move, but that is potential. They moved into the district a couple of years ago from, I believe, Colorado.
Sounds right. 3-pointer for Miller. No good. Jonah, I'm familiar with from working with the Rapids.
Yeah, he pitched for the Rapids and Coach Koga, yeah.
Stokely harassing the ball carrier and comes away with a steal
right
that time.
To her.
Pass thrown right into her hands. Stokely the other way. The left hand doesn't get it to fall, and rebounded by Beaver River, taken right back. Stokely driving in, dishing back out. Jones mid-range jumper off the glass. And
good vision from Stokely. I know she probably wanted to take along the baseline and get to the bucket, but found a teammate instead. Those kind of things pay dividends later in the season.
Jump ball underneath. It'll go in favor of Copenhagen. Monnet underneath. And was tied up just long enough on the blocked shot. Sam Stokely with 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go in quarter number 4. Gets it to Miller. Now has it back up top. Into the post. Back out.
Nice ball movement.
Ends up with a mid-range shot. No good. Offensive rebound.
She walk. Let's see what the call was, but I felt like she took steps under there.
Didn't look like she stepped out of bounds either, so travel. Zach Zabriskie says it's a travel. Zach's never led me astray.
I find that hard to believe.
Not yet. Mid-range floater from Knight, no good.
She's
Stokely.
Just a different speed than everybody else on the court. Rogie again. Well, we said they're consistent. They easily could have called the body there, and they didn't.
Tenacious defense.
Rogie on the floor again. I love
ball.
it. I love the spark and the fight.
They've been very slow with the whistle. Consistently all night. Which has led to some good hard-nosed basketball. Pass into the post for Knight. Knight draws the foul.
They had to call that.
There was a lot of contact there. And Knight was going up for the shot from close range. That'll be the 4th against Stokely, which is maybe the only knock you can possibly bring up against Sam Stokely, having watched Copenhagen the last couple of years. Very aggressive player on both sides of the ball, but especially on the defensive end. Does tend to pick up fouls and has to sit for stretches.
If you take chunks of this game and just look at a major difference, there's been loose balls on this end of the court. Beaver River gets it, and they're turning, trying to find somebody to get it to. When Stokely gets the ball, there's a flash coming out of there, and all of a sudden she's by herself in the open court. Just a complete, I mean, I'd say different philosophy, but you got to have the players that have the ability to do that, and she is just gifted with good handle and good speed, and she lets it shine on the court. She gets the ball in the lane, and it's 2 seconds later she's down under the basket.
So Knight called for the travel on the far side. She comes out of the game. Over there having conversation, Coach Adams.
I'm going to guess she's doing a little coaching and doing a little applauding of Emily's effort, because she has worked hard inside today.
Stokely into the post. Now back out. Miller from 3.
That's I believe, their first 3 of the second half, and yet they've opened the lead up to 28.
Miller's had almost all of the shots for beyond the arc for Copenhagen.
Stokely again
stayed
avoids
in
the
somehow around the referee and then
puts
around
it
the
home.
defender in transition and around Rogie.
I honestly she can score when she feels like it.
A couple of Rogies exchange the ball. Anna to the basket, draws the foul.
Good for her. You know, she came in that first half, she looked a little tentative. Whatever sparked her, she's not tentative now. She's diving for loose balls. She's going to the basket. I like it.
Round of applause from the crowd here in Copenhagen as Hallie Miller checks out. Madison Cheek comes in as Rogie throws that one up into the stratosphere, came back down and
We'll call
threw
that
the basket.
a high arcing free throw. Whatever works.
If it works. No, exactly right. A second from the line.
Cans them both. Use
Off
the
the
bank.
glass.
A little more challenging.
And in. Just wanted to make it interesting. 57-29. Under 3 minutes to go now. Stokely and Cheek exchange the ball at the top of the arc. Now into the corner. Mid-range jumper for Taylor. Short. Rebounded by Rogie. And
Ooh, the up ahead
way.
pass. A
Anna
nice
saved
save.
it in. Nope.
Just landed on the baseline.
Landed off the line. You're exactly spot on. Out of bounds. Sam Stokely on the ball. Cheek on the near side, looking down low. Pass just too hot to handle and taken the other way by the Beavers. St. Croix onto the far side. Rogie up top now, guarded by Stokely. Taken away. Madison Cheek in transition. Look
Rogie's
at Rogie
not
back
going to
on
give her that one.
defense. Got a hand on it, and then Cheek reverse
Wow.
layup, drew the foul.
A little smile out of her there. I think that was a little bit of stretch. She almost got it.
They're going to call a foul, but not on the shot.
Taking Rogie out, she's earned a break. She was not going to give that one up. I like how she's, without fouling, she's cut underneath the ball handler.
Hustling back on defense on several occasions. Stokely with the offensive rebound off her own miss. And then gets it back for Madison Cheek. Good pass down low. Shot no good. Rebounded by Beaver River, and then kind of had to call that one. Rebound for Hannah Rogie. 2 minutes on the clock. 57-29. Copenhagen just too consistent offensively.
It just
Beaver River hasn't had the chance to really get set up and run their offense too
and
much
it
here in the
hasn't
second half.
hasn't felt like a blowout. If you think back after that little run from Beaver River, they'd cut it to 30-24. It's been 27-7 since then. It just doesn't have that feel. Just that Beaver River has struggled on the offensive end to get some of those shots to go, and Copenhagen is just relentless.
Taylor gets it right back. Long pass to Stokely. Then driving in, Stokely tried to use the glass, didn't get it to fall. And Beaver River the other way. St. Croix on the far side.
Nice
pass
look.
down low.
Nice look.
Good feed to find Hannah Rogie. And
I think
not
they just
sure
called
what
the time. I think they called timeout to get a sub in the game. I think Coach Scott called that one.
sounds about right with a minute to go. Stokely into the post. Now back up top. Taylor hit her in the shins. And taken away by Beaver River. Cheek almost stole that one away. Beaver River does get it over half court.
Oh, nice look inside. That was a great pass.
Up top, St. Croix bumped. And then the pass is going to go out of bounds. It'll be Copenhagen basketball. 35 seconds to go in the game. Shot clock still on. It's at 25 now, about 5-second difference. And the Knights look like they might just move the ball around here. Cheek back to Stokely. And the post for Taylor. Dished out. Cheek thought about the three, or at least looked in that direction. I'm not sure how serious the thought was. Cheek in the corner. Back to Stokely. Time running out. Stokely doesn't get it to fall. Offensive
She thought
rebound.
the game ended. I think Naomi Rogie thought that buzzer was the end of the game, and it was just the shot clock going off.
There's the buzzer. That does end the game. 59-33. I agree with you, Ron. It never really felt like the game was necessarily as out of hand as it might look.
Yeah, if you weren't watching the scoreboard, just watch the action, you would have thought maybe a 10, 12-point game. It ended up being 26. It didn't feel that way. Just more efficient, more productive from Copenhagen. Bottom line, they've got two legit scorers in Stokely and Miller, I guess, as well.
Madison Cheek,
but Cheek was pretty effective as well.
She sat for a good stretch of the second half.
Yep.
So Stokely didn't play much in the first, and then Cheek didn't play a ton in the second.
Yep.
And it didn't matter for them. They just kind of eased their way through the game, kept the foot on the accelerator just enough to continue tacking onto the lead. And they'll take it tonight over Beaver River.
Yeah, I think a lot of positives, honestly, Beaver River can take from the game as well. Take away the scoreboard, but they did some positive things. Some girls stepped up for potentially going to pay dividends down the road.
Zach Zabrisky's handed me the stats for Copenhagen, telling me to pick an MVP. I don't know how you can look at that. I know Sam Stokely was really good in that second half. How you can look at the stats and not give it to Hallie Miller. 19 points, 10 steals.
Wow.
I mean, that's just astounding. A high school basketball game, Miller with 10 steals and 4 rebounds. Not one of the taller players. You mentioned not a lot of height in this matchup either.
19, wow.
That's a.
And I felt like Stokely had more points. It just seemed like she draws the attention when she has the ball, so you feel like she scored more than she actually did. But she distributed the ball. She played really well. But I agree with you, Miller. You can't go wrong picking Miller with 19 points and 10 steals. That's really, those steals are what I feel like turned the game in the third quarter when Beaver started to make that run. Stealing the ball under the basket and even out in the open floor really turned the game around, and Copenhagen was able to pull away.
So, official word. Ron Rockwood decides Hallie Miller MVP.
I think I concurred with you, but either way, I don't think we made a bad choice there.
No, I don't think you could have. I think you could have picked several players.
Absolutely.
And still had an argument.
Absolutely.
Final score: Copenhagen takes it over Beaver River here in the Gymnasiatorium. It's going to be officially known that forever, I think.
Beautiful.
At least among us here at the NBC Watertown Stream Team. Ron Rockwood. My name's Connor Lalone. The rest of the team: Carter Thazier, Zach Zabrisky, Cody Wheeler here in Lewis County tonight. Copenhagen wins over Beaver River, and we thank you all for tuning in and hope you'll join us again in the future for more high school basketball presented by the Bob Johnson Auto Group, Drex Subs, and the Church Street Diner.
Next Tuesday in Lowville, next time we're up.
Sounds right to me.
Beautiful. Little Falls.
at
Haven't seen them. Yeah, that should be fun.
That neither
Girls
of us
game.
are too familiar with, so should be an exciting matchup. So tune in next Tuesday night for Little Falls at Lowville. Thank you for joining us tonight. Have a good rest of your evening, and take care.